Hey, good morning. Welcome to day 15. 3 weeks in, right? Well, 5 days. So really 2 weeks in on Daily Habit. So Daily Habit, day 15. We're continuing with Master of Change by Brad Stulberg. And really what we've been doing over the last 6 days is kind of going through what I call the Cliff Notes, the summary of Master of Change, How to Excel When Everything's Changing, Including You by Brad Stulberg. And today we're on item number 7, which is Respond to Change with the 4 Ps. And we've gone through, like I said, 6 of the 10 tools for developing rugged flexibility. What I plan to do after we finish these 10 items is I'll work on figuring out how to put together a playlist of those 10 days so that if you wanted to, you could actually watch those in kind of in order. So you could actually get like kind of the Cliff Notes version of Master of Change and by Brad Stulberg. So hopefully that'll be something that will be helpful for you, because what I found is I was looking at the videos myself on YouTube. It doesn't necessarily give you the next suggested video that's number 1, number 2, number 3. So I'll try to figure that out. I'm sure there's a method that, like I said, it's kind of fun to learn, to try to figure these things out. I haven't done as much learning about the YouTube and the video stuff lately. I just thought, keep my ugly mug on here for now. Honestly, it's a little lazy. It's probably just a little simpler, right, to do it this way, but I'll keep working on those aspects to get more refined in the videos, to have things that make it more interesting for you. But today is number 7, Respond to Change with the 4 Ps. So skillfully responding to change requires creating space between an event and what you do or don't do about it. Kind of sounds like the 10-second rule, right? Like, it's like draft an email, but don't send it. Hold your tongue for 10 seconds before you say something. I don't know, just popped in my head. In that space, a pause, you give immediate emotions room to breathe, and thus you come to better understand what is happening. That is, you process. Right, so in my mind, I remember being told, you need to stop, try to listen, try not to also coming up with your argument, your answer, your comeback, what you want to say, because a lot of times what we do, rather than truly just listen, which I know I suffer from, that's why I'm mentioning it, we are in our heads trying to prepare ourselves to defend. So, all right. As a result, you can reflect and strategize using the most evolved and uniquely human parts of your brain to make a plan, and only then proceed accordingly. To help you pause, label your emotions. To help you process and plan, try one of the self-distancing techniques, giving advice to a friend, practicing mindfulness meditation, or experiencing awe. The biggest barriers to proceeding are self-doubt and paralysis by analysis. The best way to overcome them is to treat your first moves as experiments. Lower the bar from needing to take absolutely right or perfect action to try something new and learning from it. If hindsight proves your actions useful, keep going down the same path. If hindsight proves them unsuitable, adjust course. Perhaps repeating the first 3 Ps, pause, process, and plan, before proceeding again. I think this is said really well, right? So the 4 Ps is pause, process, plan, proceed. So in that pausing process, you're giving yourself space to kind of deal with the emotions and recognize those, and try to almost kind of, it's not like you're saying you can't have emotions, right? It's recognizing what they are, and then are they useful in this situation? If not, you can kind of understand what those are, maybe what they mean for you, and then utilize that to process, which is again that reflection, so that you can strategize, right? So that you can then work towards your plan, and then of course proceed accordingly. But what they're saying is, what he's saying here is, don't overthink it. Sometimes even just experimentation and then adjustment, experimentation and adjustment can work, and you can do that and adjust your course. So I think this one today is very interesting. So we've come through so far 7 items. Tomorrow will be number 8. So we've talked about embracing non-dual thinking, adopting a being orientation, frequently updating your expectations to match reality, practicing tragic optimism, committing to wise hope and taking wise action, actively differentiating and integrating your sense of self, viewing the world with an independent and interdependent lens, and then today responding to change with the 4 Ps. So tomorrow we'll go through the concept of leaning on routines and rituals to provide stability during periods of disorder. And then from there we'll have our last 2 items to go through, which will be using behavioral activation and trying not to force meaning and growth, but actually let them kind of come naturally on their own time. Thanks again for tuning in today. God bless. Have a great Wednesday, and have a great rest of your week. See you tomorrow. Bye.